Hi, loving friends. This is Chris Parr from Aggregate Healing, and thank you for being here today. Today's video is about a lover is what you are. So stay tuned, and thank you for being here today. It may take lifetimes to keep getting it, but the purpose is, how can such a magical feeling called love belong only to the magic of two coming together? When that's very fleeting, right? So the ultimate lover is what we are to ourselves, and the more that we love ourselves, the more powerful the love comes from us. So what is God, Goddess's love? What is love? If we are a ball of light, and this is the utility of our will, aggregate, of how we embrace collection of particles into a whole mass of total combined in this most tangible world, well, what is love? It is a feeling. Some would say this, but that was way back because we needed to be affectionate about what we are and lack solely in the understanding of self-love. We were most prized of those that would love us, show affection, attention, and care, that somehow in their eyes we found value in our own self. We found caring, beauty, loveliness, and purpose for the moment, purpose for this morning, and for that moment. Somehow we got connected to something that was special about ourselves, dazzling to view another person, and we call that love. And then we call love the aggregate of sexual affection and beautiful doing what we want to do, because if you don't do what I want you to do, you wouldn't love me, because only if you do what I want you to do would I know I was worthy to be loved. And if you break that rule, I don't see how I can love myself without the mirror of you to do it for me. Don't you know? In those beautiful Amar, we get to glimmer from another God Goddess to us an attraction, because they are mirroring ourselves, but in ignorance. We don't realize that everyone is unique. When someone pays attention to us, we think they are the same as us. They are from that moment. They are from the terms commitment. But it is a God Goddess, and it's got thinking to do and stuff to do and to create. If we hang our hearts in such a flight of fancy for this our love, we will only come to us in a scatteredness moments. We would have to work really, really hard to be the center of attention to get the reward of being loved. That's how we learn about it. Love is the sweetest and beautiful expression, because it is our first introduction to a mirror about ourselves. Fleeting as it may be, it may take countless lovers to even get a good glimpse of ourselves in the inside. Lovers, we all are, whatever it takes. It may take lifetimes to keep getting it, but the purpose is, how can such a magical feeling called love belong only to the magic of two coming together, when that's very fleeting, passing, swiftly, vanishing, and quickly? What is the certainty of love? What is that binds and is eternal? This is how we learn as human beings, to whatever level we happen to find ourselves in, whatever planet or constellation or dimension we find ourselves in. We learn about this marvelous moment that someone gives us, or a group gives us, that we get to experience a sensation of ourselves, literally, that as we do that, we grow in bits and pieces to begin to define what is truly beautiful, sensual, elegant, wonderful, exquisite, mystical, romantic, endearing about ourselves. We only get those when we experience an environment that we experience, that we create and we experience. With these insights, we grow more into the mystery of ourselves, because the journey to enlightenment and the quintessential moment, the pure essential moment to something, relating to the perfect embodiment of something, to recognize the interconnectedness of wholeness of all things, is a day we have loved what we are, okay? That is, the light burns brightly, that our colors are bright, that we are colored beautifully towards a journey called love. First, in order to understand, we must be it. And if we do not understand is to be it, then we must experience it in pieces, in writing, in poetry, in art, in cooking, in jazz, in embrace, in the marriage, and in relationships, a communion. We experience love in bits and pieces in reality, because we yearn to know what we are, because the ultimate lover is what we are to ourselves. Through this marvelous experience, we love the mystery of love. And in that, on that day, when we have connected that which is termed ourself to the environment, when we see the whole and all things, we will understand something even greater about loving what we are. That in loving what we are, that we are at once our greatest vicar, that we are at once our greatest inspiration, that we are at once our greatest enigma, that we are at once our greatest giddy, the power to exercise our options and environment, that the dash and joy of that experience never dies. So who is that holds the environment together? What is it that keeps the bliss? What is it that allows the light to come home? What is it that will take you to eternity? What is it that will reverse your age? What is it that will heal you? What is it that will create something from nothing? What is that? That is loving into life. The more that we love ourselves, the more powerful the love comes from us to integrate and hold reality together, regardless if it is this dimension stacked upon another dimension. It is this power of our ability to create an environment that is the love of ourselves. It is the love of God Goddess that is ourself. That is the glue that is holding us together, and only one is empowered, but this is self-confidence. That an eternal divineness that can create something out of nothing and love it into life. It is the power to hold life in your hand as a healer that is beating, so it is the reality itself. But the fleeting moment of time is being loved into life, and that is the power that flows from us. How much more would you need if we have finally found ourselves and just beginning to utilize what we are in amazing ways? Of natural innate condition is to love reality into life, but first find it in ourselves. Connect what you have learned today to what we have said, to how to create reality, and to be able to recognize it. It's beginning, it's an abrupt pause, it's ending, it's beginning again. Our thought process is literally encoded in life. Thank you for listening to me today. This is Chris Parr. You are a lover.